So I guess I would make just 3 points to add to what's been said.
Okay.
One thing is buying IT services, again, whether it's going to federal shared services, commercial cloud providers, it's not like buying a chair. There's a lot you have to do to your infrastructure and within your organization to even get there. You have to have the bandwidth. For us alone, since we're all over the U.S., that was 530 circuits that had to be upgraded in between 6 and 9 months.
Right.
So that piece, that prep, and understanding that it's not just an acquisition program plan, but an actual program management plan that you need for your communications, if you have bargaining unit represented employees, how you're going to do the cost model, that piece you really do have to manage.
Right.
So the second point I would make is that, with all due respect to my colleagues from industry, there is a natural tendency in the business models to sort of optimize from the vendor or the supplier's perspective. And it gets back to that broker service provider mix. And for example, what we found in our provider, since they had federal community cloud clients, is if there was a telecommunications problem, the assumption was that it was on a problem with the agency or the telecom provider.
Right.
Well, in truth, that was not the case. So we spent about 30 days trying to resolve that, and we worked with our vendor, to their credit, to change that model so that you don't have to sequentially prove that it's not their issue, so that everybody starts working it at the same time. That's not new, but it's exacerbated in cloud because of the broker role.
Okay.
And then the last thing I would say, again, with both federal shared services and commercial cloud services, is that that old concept of an independent verification and validation function, somebody who can technically assess what's going on, is very, very important because you're not as close to it.
Right.
This concept of people not wanting to give up their servers because they're server huggers, there may be truth to that, but there is also that delegation, again, of authority that you are responsible for, and having a technical mechanism to assess it, not just the acquisition piece.
Yeah.